Hey, welcome back to A-Aron Reacts, and we're back with more Angelina Jordan, and we are continuing along the Back to Black Amy Winehouse journey. Now, I feel like we need to potentially change it to Back in Love because on the first one we did, Angelina Jordan completely changed the lyrics and made it her own. So I don't know if she's going to continue on that fashion. We'll see. But in this one, I'm doing a triple reaction. There are three performances in a pretty close time range at the age of 11. So we'll be reacting to these. But let me tell you, if you have not yet listened to the first one I did of her at the age of 10, stop, 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 stop. Go listen to that. That's a prerequisite. I promise you, it's worth it. Stop, go back and listen to it. I'll link to it. But there's a lot I'm sure I'll be talking about in terms of what she did with that and what she changed, or comparing it to what we see here. She didn't, but I feel like that's necessary. And we're going to talk about progression I see as well, because here the first one we're doing is almost a year to the date later at the age of 11, in 5 months or something to that effect, right? Like both are in April from 26 to 2017. And then we fast forward a few months and we get to 11 and a half, essentially, July. And then there's two performances 2 days apart from one another here for this. So again, if you haven't listened and watched that reaction I did, go do it now and then come back. Okay, that said, now we're diving in this triple reaction. I want to give a shout out to Boris Polinovsky. I believe all three of these performances are on his channel. So we're reacting to those, and I know there's a few accepted versions of things. And so, certainly Boris is a legend here. And so thank you, Boris. That said, let's dive in. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna do triple reaction. I'm gonna try to not talk too much so we keep this a relatively decent length, but it is what it is. We'll see. And let's get to it. So the first one is from Seoul, Korea, South Korea, April 23rd, 2017. So she was born in January of 2006. So she is 11 here, almost 11 and a half, or 11 and 3 months, I should say. And so, yeah, here we go. And the first one was a studio version, so of course we're not going to get the same quality sound, but it's about the same tempo. Wow. Okay, so I'm not gonna spend a ton of time talking about her brilliance like I did in the last one because I harped on that. But I will repeat, just this is her own lyrics again. And again, we see she keeps the same essentially tempo as the Amy Winehouse version, the same chord progression, at least thus far. I imagine it's not going to change. So the same feeling, roughly the same instrumentation as we saw from the original one, although it was more of a full orchestra, but it feels and sounds the same, and her lyrics. But even in just 1 year, her voice sounds much more mature. It sounds, there's more color to it, there's more depth. She's got more control right from the very first note. That I talked about in the first one, she has more control of it. We see more refinement here. Ooh. So in the first one, I believe live she had a little bit of a vibrato in the middle of that. And I don't think it was here. She does a little bit of a melisma on live. She really has a mini run, and there's so much control to it. It's so beautifully controlled. Listen to from this fun part of life, which by the way, that was a lyric I meant to talk about. I don't think I did in the first one, but from this fun part of life, right? Talking about love and hardship, but then this fun part of life, like there's still fun in the pain, is at least how I'm interpreting that. Ooh. It's like her voice has grown like 5 years. I mean, there's so much more maturity and color to it. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man. Okay, so first of all, there's just so much more emotion in the chorus this time around. I'm the one who speaks to the moon. Like she sung it at the age of 10, but here she's emotionally involved and engaged in that so much more. And that I love you so. So she did that that little run on so before, but it was a bit more choppy. I feel like she's gained so much more control in that here. Right here. So I love you so. Ooh. And here we hear a vibrato as well on speaks. I thought it was to the moon, but she might be saying through the moon here. Too. But yeah, vibrato. So much control in that tempo change as we get into the bridge here, right? It slows down and she's leading the band there, and it's just so much control. Ooh, beautiful. And so the first time we saw more of a lav, and it's almost like uh in the middle somewhere here, right? And that opens up the mouth when la as opposed to la, right? So it's a very different sound. So she's playing with that. She's trying to figure out what works for her. Oh, just beautiful. All right, let's get right to the next one. Okay, so all right, so the first one was recorded in Seoul, South Korea. This next one was performed July 19th, 2017, so almost 3 months later. And it's in Larkollen, Norway. So another live performance. So let's dive right in. Same tempo, same chord progression, same key. Ooh. I mean, she just in 3 months. How? Like all the little things. I mean, just listen to how beautifully she controls that love. I left, I cried, love. Or maybe it's not love. But yeah, again, when like she just has these little melismas that she just adds on. Now she's adding so much color and character to it. She got, I feel like, more confidence in the last one. Not that she was not confident. Okay, I know many of you are going to be like, she's always confident. You know what? When you do something multiple times, you gain, even if you're confident, you gain confidence to try new things and to do it differently and to perform differently, experiment more. That's what I'm talking about here. So please don't misconstrue, right, what I'm saying. Now she's able to experiment more with it, right? And just listen to what she says, when I see you with others, the I. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I'm thinking of you. Listen to how she enunciates that you. Oh my gosh. Like it's almost like admonishment, right? Like when I'm thinking of you, like you, you're on my bad list now. Wow. Just that small little subtle difference, but man, she's so good. Here we go. Listen to the you. You. So I had a hard time kind of understanding that the first time around when she was 10. It wasn't as enunciated as clearly, or at least I didn't quite get it. But every night you become a star, and then here she really not only enunciates it, but she puts that person up on a pedestal now. Every night become a star, star. Listen to how she enunciates that star here. Ooh, like it's almost like the I put a spell on you, like speaks to. So like she's enunciating so much here in those consonants, and she's just playing with it. Speaks to. Like oh my gosh, such a careful, tiny attention to detail. Ooh. So I'm not commenting on all the things, but just there's so many subtle things. There's just so much she's doing here differently and better than just a few months earlier. Ooh. Oh my, this is just brilliant. That bridge was incredible. Oh my God. And now she's saying lad, like it doesn't even sound like love anymore. And then I still laugh at, I didn't catch that the lyrics were laugh before, if I'm being honest. But now it doesn't even sound like love. She doesn't even care at this point. She's just playing with it so much. Just so beautiful. And the bass player tuning down. Unreal. Okay, now we'll go to the third one here. And this is 2 days later, at least is my understanding from the previous one. This is Preußen Festivalen. And so here we go, Angelina Jordan. I feel like it's not Back in Black, it's Back in Love. It's her own now. Everybody's grooving. Okay, so we had those horns in the previous one from 2 days earlier, but they weren't as prominent. You can hear them better here, and they sound really good. And everybody is really grooving here. I mean, I want to play this back from the beginning. I mean, just boom. Oh, get it.
When I sit with others, I cry in loneliness behind the light from this one part of life.
Okay, so I don't know if I've seen Angelina have a swagger to her like she does here. Like she's walking around the stage just like you see her even dip down with her leg a little bit. She doesn't usually do that. She's usually in place, but here she takes onto that stage. This is only 2 days from the previous one. Look at her. She's walking, grooving. Little swagger to, oh, bends down. And then I wrote down as well from this fun part of life, the way she dances around that life and almost the F is almost silent in it to enunciate that vowel to be able to play with it.
In loneliness behind the light, from this one part of life.
Ooh, life.
I think of you and I cry. In loneliness behind the light, from this one part of life. Every night you become a star and our levels die.
So the star again is even more accentuated than the previous performance. Every night you become a star.
Every night you become a star and our levels die. Shame that it gets so far. I'm the one who speaks through. I do want.
So we hear I don't know if I didn't hear it before or what. I remember talking about through or to the moon and that vibrato, but here I feel like it's even more enunciated. She's really singing through the moon, if that's the lyric. I still am not sure if it's through or to, but it's super elongated, connected legato with that vibrato, just beautiful vibrato here.
I'm the one who speaks through.
Mm.
I do want to be alone, but I promise you I've all back in the love.
Mm.
I love you so. I never you. I have no one but the one.
Okay, my goodness. And look, I've never been in these shoes with such an honor of Angelina. So, but I've been one of the horn players in the background in a situation like this where you're just really having a good time and you're grooving. Watch how much fun these horn players are having here. And they're grooving. And just watch them. Just watch the horn player, especially the trombone player in the background here.
I've all back in the love.
Right here.
I love you so.
Yeah.
I never you. I have no one but the one.
And then I love you so. That melisma here is so much better than I believe before.
I love you so.
Mm.
I never you. I have no one but the one.
And here the wind is not as staccato as it was before, so she keeps changing little types of things.
I've learned so many times just to forget about you, but I'm falling in love with you again. I'm the one who speaks through.
She's walking around a little bit again. Okay, sorry. I was laughing because, well, two things. First of all, let me just back up before that. She sounds incredible in this bridge here, slowing that down, leading them again. Just it's epic. She just sounds incredible. But meanwhile, in the background, you hear the horn player. And at first I thought he was playing some like classical music, but I think he's actually quoting Miles Davis. I believe it's Sketches of Spain, if I'm not mistaken. And you can actually see he starts playing, and then the Barry player looks over at him and actually kind of gives a little laugh, and then the trombone player does as well, and I think they're onto it. And so he's while she has this epic sound, he's having some fun in the background with this. Oh, this is beautiful. So we're gonna do the whole bridge, and then you can hear it. Now watch the sax player. Not yet. There's the quote. In the trombone player now too. Ooh. That transition was sick, and I think they're even faster than the original back here. And I think they is it faster than the beginning of the song? This feels faster. It's at least as fast. Just amazing. I mean, incredible how such a short period of time she just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And this is absolutely her own version, like we talked about. She's just such a genius. And kudos to the band. Not only did they back her up really well and sounded good, they were tight. They had some fun with the timing, I think, at the end, if I'm not mistaken, but had horn player in there. This was just fantastic all the way around. I mean, not just this one, but all three. Um, what a treat. I mean, really, what a treat. And so I think if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to fast forward even more here. And we'll get to that. But yeah, if you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so now. If you're an angel, you're loving Angelina, following her, please consider joining my membership. There's some perks on that are explained on the website. That's in the description. So with that, we'll leave it there. And thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.